please go ahead and read this book. It's amazing. Also, let's get into chapter 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a really good start for me. Know your child.
Yes.
So
That's another one.
Yes.
After the foundation stage.
Yes.
During that foundation stage, you need to know your child.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say know your child, it's come in different ways.
Yeah.
I get to know that children too have what we call love language.
Yes. Yes.
And that was really amazing when I was going through it. That children have what we call love language. I was thinking, okay, tell me about it. And then what happened with us parents is that if you are not speaking this child love language, you lose them.
Yeah.
For example, we have about 5 different love language. We have physical touch.
Yeah.
And we have word of affirmation. We have quality time. We have gift. And we have act of service.
Yes.
If, for example, and then I always say to people, if God bless you with more than one, don't think their love language will be the same.
It is different.
It will be different. I mean, like you said as well, it will be different.
It is.
And also, I know some parents do this. They will say, oh, don't you see your sister? Your sister is this. Your brother is this.
Yeah.
They are different individual. Like this love language, if your child love language is physical touch, and then you are using gifts, you are buying them gifts, all these different gifts, name them, you're giving it to them, and the child is throwing it outside. The child is telling you, you are not speaking my love language.
Exactly.
I don't need the gift. I need you. I need your physical touch. I need you to sit with me. I need, or maybe it's a word of affirmation, and then you're given physical touch. The child is telling you, you've not really, maybe the child did something nice, come back home from school with a walk, and then the walk to that child, it's great. And then the child comes to you, no affirmation, nothing.
No, nothing.
And then you're doing physical touch. The child is like, it depends on the age of the child. If it's maybe over the age of 5, the child might just drop it and just slam the door at you and go. And then you are wondering, why is she behaving that way? Because you are not speaking the child love language.
But, you know, saying that. And these days, people are so busy. And they have, say, 2, 3 kids. And no time. I would want get to understand that child. I believe that they should. How do you explain to a mom or a dad okay, you need to spend quality time to know your children? How do you?
Right. It starts from when the child is born. You've got this child. From the baby, you start spending time. I know we live in a busy society. You got to go to work, sometimes long hours. Fine. Obviously, you've got to earn the money to be able to buy, to be able to, I mean, live well. Yes. That's fine. But what I always say to parents is that we have what we call annual leave at work. How about taking time, a day off, and make it, maybe your child is, let's find a name now, maybe Grace, Favor, and what other name? Joseph, something
Mary,
like. And then Mary, and then 4 of them. Then Mary, it's Mommy and Mary day to day. I'm having time off or half day off. That's why they create that annual leave. So you can take annual leave and spend time with that child.
Exactly.
And if for some reason, I mean, I always say too, is that even if it's 10 minutes.
I was just about to say that about during the day as well. 10 minutes to spend that quality time with that, because each one of my children, they all need different things.
That's right.
And I always tell them that, okay, they always say, oh, Mommy, which one of us is the favorite? I'm like, the favorite is also who I'm talking to at the time. I have no favorite. and that's the honest truth. And I deal with them accordingly to their age and their sex. And I'm a little bit rough on my son. He's just like, you always do this. I'm like, yeah, because you are the man, you're a boy. You need to be that provider, that line. You need to look after your sisters. And I think that he understood that, because I don't want any jealousy or any rival between any one of them. I want them to live good and share with each other. Look, children would always have a little bit, but not that you know, whatever what is implanting them right now, they will continue.
That's right.
To go for it when they're adults. So I make sure that each and every one of them know that mommy's love, if they need me at one time, I'm there, even for 5 minutes, you know.
Yes.
My daughter, she loves to come and touch my arm. I'm like, oh God, I don't like it.
Maybe our love language is physical touch.
It is. And I realized that she loves to touch my arm. Like, oh my God, I don't like it. But I let her do it for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm like, okay, that's enough now. And she was like, I like to do it. I'm like, okay, now I know that is our way of communicating with me and telling me that she, you know, she's showing some love.
That's right. Yes.
And I agree with
yeah. You know, the other thing parents who need to realize is that it's what we call attachment.
Yes.
Secure attachment. That's the word. Secure attachment. And one thing we don't want is that children finding this attachment in someone else. Mm-hmm. We want them to find it in us first as a parents. I know sometimes we're busy, they want to, let me just give you an example. One of my children, when she's got a burning thing to discuss, and then she comes to me and I say, oh, can we, just give me a minute, I'm coming. And then the minutes come and I say, okay, yes, what was it? She said, it doesn't matter, mommy.
Yeah.
It's all right now. And I'll be like, oh gosh, why did I miss that?
Yes.
And then I begin to notice that she actually needs me to have that time there and there. Yes. So what I now start doing is, okay, you want to talk? Okay, let's, even if I'm washing, I'm doing so, I say, let's talk, I'm listening.
Yes.
And then probably I'll drop it and say, okay, tell me.
Yeah.
And then when she finishes, if I discover it's not something urgent, that needs urgent attention, I will say to her that I've heard what you've said, but it's something that we really need to explore more. We need to do more on. So can we continue at so time? And I try to make sure that that's so time.
Yes.
I'm there.
Yes.
So that she doesn't really see it as I don't have time for her. Yes. And that's another, sorry, just to drop this in.
No, go on.
What we parents need to understand again, I know in our society now, we have this issue of the teenagers, the children not listening or doing all sorts of things that really heartbroken, if I may put it that way. Sometimes I know we have a lot of different parents, different out there, but it's still not an excuse. We still have to do our best as we can for our children. If, for example, you can't do it, if you know maybe a uncle and auntie that you trust that can really talk to this child, that this, because these children at some stage, they will build this secure attachment in someone. And what we need to be sure of that this person they are building this secure attachment in is somebody that's the right person. And not somebody that will lead them astray. So those are the things we need to be aware. But first of all, parents, let them have it with us first.
I totally agree. There are ours, you know, and God has given them to us for us to really hand them back over to Him, guide them, train them in the way they should go, prepare them for the journey ahead, because they're not ours, you know.
We're like caretakers, to be honest.
Yes, we are.
We're just the, shall I say, the engine that they came through to the world, but we're more like it. God owns them.
Exactly.
So ours is to ask God for that strength, how to look after this precious gift He has given to us.
And